Good morning, friends, and welcome to Kindness Rising, your morning dose of hope, humanity, and heart. This is a very special week. On Friday, we'll be celebrating one full year of going live every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m., 52 straight weeks, 260 mornings, not a single missed show. Good morning, Jess. Welcome in. I am so glad to see you. I heard about the flooding in Kentucky, and I'm like, oh man, I think she's up high, but maybe, I don't know. Hope she's okay. So I'm glad you're all right. That sounded devastating. Our thoughts are obviously with the folks in Kentucky and Venezuela and all over where the earth is shaking on us. It's a little crazy. All right. So let's get back to what I was talking about, which is 260 straight days, 260 mornings, not a missed show. Before anybody starts congratulating me, though, I want to tell you something, that the streak is not the story. Your 1,000 feet elevation. Okay, that would be a big flood. Okay. Anyway. The streak. It's not the story. It's definitely not. The lesson is this week we're launching a special 5-part series, 5 days in the week, 5-part series called 1 Year Live. Every morning I'll share one lesson that this first year has taught me, not just about live streaming, but about courage, about kindness, showing up and becoming the person you are meant to be. Let's grab our coffee and rise together. Good morning. Kathleen Byram is here. Kathy, welcome in. Jess is here with you. Give the algorithm a chance to warm up and send some other people our way. But what I care, I've said it from the start. We're celebrating 1 year today, and I've said it from the start. One person. If one person shows up, I've got a show. And Jess and Kathleen and Mike Sullivan and a whole Keith and a bunch of others, you all show up every day. So let's keep rolling right here on Kindness Rising. Good morning, Mother. Roseanne Roof is in the house. Whoever else is out there in the house, get involved in the chat. We've got a special week this week. I've been going live. Well, I don't know what Carver's got up going on, but hello, Carver. Yeah. So yeah, full year of it. It's true. All right. And we're going to do some throwbacks from some clips from past shows and the learning that I've had throughout the year of doing it. It's going to be ridiculous. Hello, Carver. Okay. But first, let me take a selfie. No, first. Here we go. We're beginning the week with a simple question. Have you ever noticed how good we are at talking ourselves out of the things we most want to do? We tell ourselves, I just need a little more experience, or I gotta have a better plan after vacation, or when things settle down, right? We all do that. The funny thing is most of those aren't really reasons. They're just fear wearing a name tag. And if we're honest, what are we really saying? What if I fail? What if nobody cares? What if nobody shows up? What if I'm not good enough? Everyone has stood in that place at the edge of something meaningful, looking at a door that we desperately want to open while convincing ourselves we're not quite ready to walk through it. But 1 year ago, that's exactly where I was. And Keith Billis convinced me to go ahead and start a morning live stream. Not a political show, not another place to argue about headlines. That's not what we do here. Just 30 minutes every weekday morning dedicated to kindness, curiosity, and the belief that people are better than our news feeds will sometimes suggest. I wish I could tell you I was confident. I was definitely not. I wish I could tell you that I knew people would watch. I didn't. I wish I could tell you that I knew I could do this for a year. I didn't know. I didn't know whether I was going to do it for a day, a month, a week, whatever. But Then I started doing it, and I started doing it. And then I committed to myself that I would do it for a minimum of 1 year, every single weekday. It was a self-challenge, Christmas, New Year's, my birthday, whatever was in the way, wherever I was, I would do this for 1 full year. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, but Friday will be that 1 year that I've been coming here live, 7:30 a.m. every morning on Kindness Rising as part of the Mornings in the Lab Network, and we've come a long way with that too. So I'm just really excited. I'm not going to make this thing all about me. I'm hoping that it'll be some kind of lesson, some kind of ideas or motivation, inspiration somewhere along the way. It's not about me, it's about you. And so that I think about this. Yeah, I wanted to have a show. You might want something different. Maybe it's applying for a promotion or going back to school or finally writing the first chapter of your book, starting a business you've never dreamed about. Maybe it's even something as simple as saying, I'm sorry, or I need help. Here's what I hope you'll remember. Whatever your version of go looks like, there will probably never be a morning when all the fear disappears. There probably won't be a day when you suddenly feel completely ready. People we admire aren't the ones who waited until they were fearless. They're the ones who decided something mattered more than the fear. 1 year ago, I pressed the button, the go live button, not because I knew it would lead, but because it was worth finding out for me. And so that's the invitation for all of us this morning. You don't have to know exactly where the road goes. You just have to be willing to take that first step. Go ahead and press go. Thanks for sticking around with me this morning and every day for the past almost full year. And one of the things we've evolved. Oh boy, have we evolved for sure. And this has become one of our favorites, right? Our who in the world, every day, 3 clues. Who are we talking about? A famous person connected to the day or the subject, the theme, whatever it may be. And we've had some good ones, and I think this one is just as good. Mom, I think you might want to stick around for this one. You may be our shoo-in. This iconic Hollywood actress once said, if you obey all the rules, you'll miss all the fun. That's our first clue, an iconic Hollywood actress who was not a rule follower. All right. That's our first clue for today. Let's move straight into Wait, That Happened. Come up and see me sometime, Kathleen. No, that's not. Thanks, Carver. Appreciate it. That's my logo. That's Kindness Rising. Come on in and take a look around if you like it. Maybe we can find a way to get you access to one. They actually do have a merch store if you're interested. Okay, so wait, that happened today? Yes, every day we talk about something that happened in history. Sometimes we go way back. Sometimes we don't go so far back. Today we're only going back to 2007. 2007. When I tell you what it was, you might be like, it's only since 2007? But yep, people started lining up outside of stores with a little piece of fruit on it. Apple stores right before they opened. Some camped overnight. Others took the day off of work, and not for concert tickets, not for a championship game, for a phone. Where's my phone? Everyone, that's the number one question asked in this house. Where's my phone? The iPhone went on sale 2007. 19 years. Looking back, it feels impossible to imagine our lives with before the smartphone. But here's what's interesting. The original iPhone, it wasn't even close to the ones we carry in our pockets today. If you remember, there was no app store, no copy and paste, no video recording, no front-facing camera, all that stuff. None of that stuff. And many technology experts actually criticized it. They said it was too expensive, too limited. Some predicted it would fail completely. Why did they say? The number one reason why the quote-unquote tech experts said it would fail, it didn't have a physical keyboard. Then we look back, of course the iPhone changed the world, but almost no one said that on June 29th, 2007. History certainly has a way of editing out uncertainty. We remember the breakthroughs. We forget how unfinished they looked in the beginning, though. We spend so much of our lives waiting until our own lives are ready to launch, ready to apply, all those things. But maybe that's backwards. Maybe the first version isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be possible. Because every version after that gets a little better. Of course, 1 year ago, version 1.0, the graphics were different. I played the original opening theme. The rhythm wasn't there yet. Oh man, it wasn't there yet. Wait until I show you the opening clip from my first show. Some segments didn't work. Ideas disappeared. Others evolved. No doubt about it. What you see today didn't exist a year ago. Just like the iPhone wasn't built in one day. It evolved because someone had the courage to release the first version. So sometimes pressing go isn't the end of preparation, it's actually the beginning of becoming. With an iPod with calling capabilities, yes. Jess. No, it was not Mae West. That is not our answer today. Thank you for everyone who's joining us here today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out the Mornings in the Lab Network. We're here every single weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern with Kindness Rising, 8 a.m. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And all week long, we've got shows. Like on Wednesday, we've got 8:30 a.m. It Starts with Joy. And Tuesday, Brianna Bass will be joining the guys on Mornings in the Lab with oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the show already. A little segment. She's awesome, a relationship expert. Anyway, come join us. Join the guys on What the Truck and House of Bricks and Jason Hewlett. The whole crew. What a year it has been of building the Mornings in the Lab and building Kindness Rising. And I got some exciting news about what's coming up here on Kindness Rising and in the world of me, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to share me, but not just me. Mom, still out there? Ears up on this one. You helped inspire our Kindness Spotlight today, and when you hear about it, you'll know. So here it is. Kindness Spotlight, always. Every single day here on Kindness Rising, we highlight an organization that's doing good work for good people. That's why we are here. And today is no different. Behind every success story, there's somebody who quietly believed first, a mentor, a teacher, a coach. I talk about it all the time. Someone who opened the door. And today's spotlight is all about people who are doing that for business, small businesses. Yes, it's an organization called SCORE. If you've never heard of them, SCORE is a nationwide nonprofit network of experienced business leaders and entrepreneurs who volunteer their time to mentor people who are trying to start or grow a business. Just think about that. People who've already built companies, already made mistakes, learned from their difficulties, are choosing to give that wisdom away to complete strangers. Yep, that's a pretty remarkable act of kindness. And this one is very meaningful to me because as I've explored my own journey, I've reached out to SCORE and have connected. And my SCORE mentor, who I've now had a couple meetings with, is helping me to build what I'm building. But what's really personal and really meaningful to me is I told my mother about this. Mom, I'm gonna start talking to this organization, mentor, an opportunity. I always take help where I can take it. It's called SCORE. And she just had this look on her face. She's like, SCORE? SCORE? I know that. I think your dad worked with them. And lo and behold, she had his business card from when he retired and chose to become a SCORE volunteer after he retired. Still sitting in the desk. I have it now. She gave it to me for Father's Day. It's pretty cool. My father believed that after a lifetime of building a career, one of the greatest gifts you could give was helping someone else build theirs. He didn't have to do it. He wanted to do it. And years later, without planning it, this somehow has become full circle. And that's the spotlight on SCORE as we roll into what it's really about for me and what I've been doing. I've been building. I've been building quietly behind the scenes, and I talk about things. Hey, mom. Hey, glad you're here. Honoring dad today again and the SCORE organization. I've been building and I'm continuing to build, and I'm really excited to share and to talk about what it is that I'm building for myself, taking my 30 plus years of healthcare experience, leading organizations, my education, a master's degree in health administration, and my purpose and my heart, which is helping people to become better people with each other, better teams, stronger teams that were built to last, stronger leaders who know how to lead with hope, humanity, and heart. Absolutely. I've been doing research, writing, and it's going to ultimately, I don't know how it's going to look, but what is planned is a full immersive course slash book slash keynote speaking slash academic opportunities around this idea of psychological safety and emotional intelligence. So much. I went through a master's degree. So much of our business education and our people grow up learning about numbers and facts and strategy. But sometimes the heart gets missed. Sometimes teams struggle to connect, to understand each other, to have a little bit of empathy, a little bit of sympathy, and to create a space that is psychologically safe for people to really grow and blossom. And there's a lot of research around it, and I'll talk about that because this is research-based. But it's also aligned with my passion and what I'm doing, and I'm really excited about it. I'm calling the program Without a Net, because that's how we live. That's how we live our lives. There's no real net. But when we put ourselves out there and we build a team together, that's when we can take the risks that we want to take and live truly without a net. So I'll be talking more about that. I don't want to dominate with that, but I'm really, really excited about that, and I'll be sharing more with you. Absolutely. I've been doing that. I've been doing my lessons from the Grateful Dead. It's sort of a tease of what I've been doing. People seem to be responding. My following is growing through this. It's interesting because it's part of my process. I'm gonna ramble for a second. Process of finding myself, that whole side of me, this side of me, has been hidden for so long. And now I'm figuring out how to align it with purpose to help the world grow. And this has been part of the process every day going live. Absolutely. All right. So enough yakking about me. Let's get back to our who in the world, because that's what everybody's chomping at the bit about. First clue, we remember her. Mom, again, I think you might help us here. If you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun. Here's the other thing. She was a rebel. She wore trousers when it was considered scandalous for women to do so. She clearly did not obey the rules. All right. That's our second clue as we roll into... Oh, crap. I forgot that thing. Okay. We can keep going. No problem. See, this is what happens. I was intended to bring... I'll just tell you what I was going to bring to show you, because it's show and tell time. My notebook. I have a spiral bound traditional notebook. I think it was one of my kids from like high school. They started taking notes in a blue cover, one subject. You know it. You know what I'm talking about? The spirals are all getting unwound and whatever. And it's just my notes, just paper, old school paper. I wanted to share it with you. Not because what's inside of it was brilliant, because half the ideas in there never were executed or never worked, but every dream begins with that messy notebook. Before there was a show, there were questions, and before there was this community, there was certainly uncertainty. And yes, before there was confidence, it was like, all right, one decision, I'm going to press go. And I did. But before I ever pressed that button, before I ever pressed that button, I was encouraged. I was encouraged by someone who believed in me, who I had never met, who took a chance and just said, I'll help you. I'll help you. That's Keith Billis. Keith Billis of Mornings in the Lab Network. A year ago today, I had no clue what I was in for. And it's been amazing to walk through the door of Mornings in the Lab and present myself fully and meet all the people and connect and grow and find out about myself and what I'm really made of in this process. Mornings in the Lab definitely opened the door every morning and gave this dream a place to go. Absolutely. But then the really remarkable thing happened. The really remarkable thing happened. The one that matters the most to me. You, Jess, Mom, every single day. Kathleen, Sully, Adam Holroyd, Carver, you're still out there. Whoever shows up. People started showing up. Some came and left and stuck around for a little while and maybe didn't dig my vibe or just wanted something different. But many of you have stuck around, and that is what matters to me. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. You're not just watching the show, you're helping build the community. And for that, I'm grateful, eternally grateful. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. I missed a segment. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Please hold. All right. Why not? Time is flying here. We'll just get right after. Did anybody have any other guesses? Well, it seems like I've been found out. 4 Oscars, 1 unforgettable summer on Golden Pond. Yep. Jess, you got it. Kate Hepburn, still not out there. She died 20-something years ago now, 2003, I think it was. But one of the, most iconic answers. Yeah, the pants was the clue. Yep. I figured the pants might be the clue. African Queen. Yep. All her Spencer Tracy stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, the pants clue. I thought maybe people might guess what's her name from Annie Hall, who passed away. I thought that was going to be the confusing moment. I can't think of her name. My God, my brain. But you found me out. You found me out. Absolutely. Oh, the loons, Norman. You're my knight in shining armor. How's that? Terrible? Terrible. Oh, the loons. I hear the loons. All right. Well, I got a little out of order, but I'm still going to give you the compass because we always move from thought to action here on Kindness Rising. This is not being back about my experience. This is us together moving from thoughts to action, and this is really what it's all about. 3 ways to press go. Just start before you feel ready. Read the first page, walk the first lap, record your first video. Absolutely, momentum begins with movement, not perfection. Next, thank the people who believed you first, and you first. Mom, I always say thank you. Of course, you were the very first before I was even human. You dreamed of me, right? We talked about that, addicts in my life. But think of the people who believed first. Thank you, Keith Billis. Send the text, write the note, make the call. Every dream has people standing quietly behind them. Let them know that they matter. Absolutely. And lastly, give someone else their first go. Encourage someone, share an opportunity, open a door. That's why I'm here, to open the door for you, to show you how it's done, lead by example. And I'd be glad to talk to you about my journey, about my experience. Absolutely. It has been a surprising journey each day. Absolutely, Mom. You never know what's going to happen when you go live. Sometimes with your tooth in, sometimes with your tooth out, sometimes with a bandana, sometimes with a hat. Who knows? But sometimes I shave, sometimes I don't. That's just the physical part of it. The music, whatever's going to happen. That's the without a net. You hit go live, that's it. You're without a net. And the way you build safety without a net is through community, through practice, repetition, those kind of things. Absolutely. All right. Thank you for joining me again for another loop here on a Monday morning, my 52nd Monday of doing this. It's just amazing. The best. Oh, me? You're talking about me, or are you talking about Katharine Hepburn? Diane Keaton. Yeah, Diane Keaton. Thanks, Kathy. That's who I thought maybe was the trick clue. I thought for sure somebody might guess that, but maybe not iconic. I don't know. I try to think of it. I do. I really do. I tried. I try to I've tried to learn along the way what people like, how to make it challenging but yet guessable. Anita Marcagiani is here. Holy shnikes. Anita, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you so much. Wonderful friend of the family who's been around and always brings happiness and joy. I love talking to you about Bruce Springsteen and music and hanging out at the lake. Thanks, Anita, for coming out. You have 2 loons? I'm a loon. There's your 3rd loon. Loony, loony, loony. We have 2 loons. All the loons, Norman. You're my knight in shining armor. I've lost it. I've completely gone off the rails with Katharine Hepburn. Yeah, we could keep going. Love those movies. Love it. I talk about it. I'm doing a little filling here, but yeah, the movies when Katharine Hepburn, the Spencer Tracy. We could go on and on with the names, but I love those movies. They're about the dialogue and the interaction, right? It's not all camera tricks and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the real deal of that golden era of film. Absolutely. Oh, I'm going to put her picture up there. I love this photograph of her. Gorgeous woman. Gorgeous. I just think this picture says everything about her. The steely eye, but there's something else behind it. I love it. Love it. All right. I think everybody knows who Katharine Hepburn is, but there's a picture of her. All right. We're going to wind it down. Thank you so much for joining me on Kindness Rising again this morning, as I do every day, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, here in the Mornings in the Lab Network. And she was tall? I don't know. Jess? I don't know the answer to that question. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, so we're winding down. A year ago, Kindness Rising wasn't a brand. It's still becoming a brand, and it wasn't a community. It is a community now for sure. You people out there, I appreciate every single one of you. One camera, one conversation, and one person willing to press go. That's it. Yep. Maybe you're standing at one of those moments when you didn't know exactly where the path leads. Neither did I. And here is the clip. The very first 30 seconds of me on camera live. The very first episode. I'm your host, Matthew Roof, and I'm absolutely thrilled to embark on this journey with all of you. Here on Kindness Rising, we're dedicated to shining a light on humanity, hope, and heart, exploring real stories of compassion, fostering conversations of emotional intelligence, and inspiring you to live with more intention, empathy, and purpose. Because as we always say, kindness isn't soft, it's powerful. I'm going to be here every weekday at 7:30 a.m., sharing stories of inspiration to wake you up with positivity. That's it. The first 30 seconds. I think we've done that. I was proud when I heard that. I said, that's what I did. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. A little awkward, reading word for word, all that stuff. We evolve. My old set with my wood paneling behind me in my breezeway, not knowing where any of the buttons are. I still kind of don't know that too after a year. So Uh, yeah, Roseanne. Oh, Jess, you're short. I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Well, we have a family of shorties in our house too. It doesn't matter. Let's just be together. It's awesome. All right. Thanks for listening to me yak about my time. I'm going to try not to make it all about me all week, but I do. I'm just proud of where I've come. I'm glad to show it. I hope it's helpful for people. So if you're waiting for permission to begin, just consider this your sign. Press go. Tomorrow we'll continue with 1 Year Live with episode 2, the title Nobody Was Watching Until They Were. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And until tomorrow, stay uncommon and stay kind.